One of the most overwhelming things to think about when you're ready to start your freelance business: how am I going to find my first client? When I was ready to finally get serious and make that leap into full-time freelancing, it was a big concern of mine. How do I find people to work with me? How long will it take me to make the connections that I need to make? Eventually, I did something pretty amazing and actually turned my job into a client. This is actually super common for a lot of contractors and freelancers. The way I did it definitely took time. It is not an overnight process. This is something that cultivates starting really from when you get there. It starts with being a stellar employee, bringing a ton of value to the job so that you make yourself so valuable that you're able to make these kinds of requests. Now, of course, the other side of this is that if you have made yourself such a valuable employee and you have been working so hard, one of the reasons why you're probably ready to make a change is because you're burned out. That's certainly what happened to me. I've been working so hard, doing so much, long hours, saying yes to everything. And so while that really burned me out and made me ready to make a change, it was also what helped me be in the position to make the kind of request, which is sort of a big one, to say, hey, I don't want to work full time anymore, but I want to stay on in some way. So I started out, which I talked about more in my last video, working part-time, making that request. And then I was able to eventually get to the point of saying, hey, can I actually just go straight up freelance? There were a lot of steps. It's a very detailed process for how that can actually go, but it is something that a lot of people do. Definitely something that you can do as well, no matter if you're working in PR like I was, or if it's marketing or branding or advertising, really any aspect of communications. So if you want to do the deep dive to learn a lot more about that, please, I encourage you to sign up for my newsletter, link in the bio or in the caption, and learn about my upcoming course launching in November, Freelance Freedom. And that course is really going to give you the step-by-step tools to be able to make this a reality for yourself. So go ahead and sign up so you can be the first to learn about when and how to be a part of that. I also have my free downloadable worksheet, 7 questions to ask yourself when you are serious about jumpstarting your freelance career. This has to be the first step, because there's no way you can be successful without sort of having that self-reflection on the front end. So do it for yourself, download the worksheet, sign up for the newsletter so you can learn about the course, and then you will get all the tips for how to follow the same path in order to get to your freelance freedom and be able to build a full-time freelance business. Have you been thinking about freelancing, but you have been worried about how to find clients? Let me know in the comments. Let me know if you've been having some ideas about where you can find your first client, and we can talk about it.